Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Choose the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
180. I'm scared.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Dante Fowler in on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A handoff to Smith.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
They're running it.
Jackson from the shotgun. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We go to the 180.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set, cut. Hey, come on. Switch.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Check.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football. Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Whirling.
Goff on 3rd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And that'll make it 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. 3 down. 3 down. Yeah, let's roll. Jump.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Second half begins with a run by Smith. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch safety creep.
Play action. It's Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Running left, it's Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
You can't block me.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set, one, right, check, right, 54, right, 54. Nice, sweet,
They'll run on first down. Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Falcons take over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Come on, read.
Check. Watch 54.
We got to get the ball.
They begin with a run by Smith.
6 guys.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. After the penalty, it's Smith. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Focus, defense, focus. Switch. He's crazy.
Another try for Smith. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And some room to roam now. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big run there by Gurley. 54 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Gurley again here on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Value 1.
Now it's gone. being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Woods, the intended receiver.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
On first down, Smith. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, ready? Mike 52. Time to go night-night.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Smith. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Here's the plan. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Completion left side to Miller. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
It's a gain of 11. That's another.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cut.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Eventually recovered by the offense. Result of the play, first down and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Here's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Smith running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st down, Smith. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Ito Smith. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, check, check. Lucky.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Like 20. Watch the slant. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it? Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Goff, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Handoff, running left, Smith. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.